Yep, I know. It's raining. It's just a little bit. What is he fussing about? He was barking loud too. that little hill. Why are you leaving? Hi. Y'all grilling. Wait, hold on a second. Yep, it smells good. Let me mute first. Yeah. Thank you for that thumbs up. Hey, 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 y'all. Whoever it is. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thoughtful Thursday. Happy Thankful Thursday. And for some people, Thirsty Thursday. And thirsty is not a negative thing all the time. Okay? You could be thirsty for good news. Thirsty to hear good things. Thirsty, thirsty, thirsty. When you're literally thirsty for water, water is a good thing, right? So you can be thirsty for good news. So whoever catches this live, welcome and thank you for spending a few seconds to a few minutes with me. And if you catch the replay, thank you for catching the replay. If you would like, leave a comment. But the goal of this live is to get you to look at the legs move. That is so funny now. But it's always been to look at the legs move. But when you realize certain things be hurting people to their core, so look at the legs move, okay? And hopefully you will get up and move, 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 move. You can walk like this, or you can jog, you can run, you can skip, you can go hiking, you can go skating. Okay? You can go skiing. You can go swimming. You can get on your elliptical. You can get on your treadmill. You can get on your bicycle and ride around the neighborhood, ride around the park, ride around your town. Get on your stationary bike. Okay? All right? Walk around your house, outside of the house. If you get too hot, go inside real quick. Walk around the inside of your house. Every room there is. Walk in place. Rock Just Living gave us that great idea to just walk in place. That was one we didn't say. Okay? Walk in place. Walk in place. Walk on your stepper, your mini stepper. Okay? Turn up that resistance though. Turn up the resistance because you want to make your workout count. Turn it up, but don't overdo it. Turn it up, but don't overdo it. I just named out 15 things you can do. Okay? 15 things you can do to help to contribute to your cardiovascular fitness. Okay? Whether it's just for cardio, not just, but hey, that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal of all of it. That's the ultimate goal for all of it. Fitness. Whether you're doing it for fitness or to lose weight or to get your mind in a good state, in a good place, right? It all boils down to fitness. It all boils down to fitness. Everybody doesn't need to lose weight. Everybody doesn't want to lose weight. But for those who do, find out what your maximum heart rate should be during exercise, then figure out your target heart rate and get to it. Figure out that maximum heart rate, meaning the heart rate that you should not go over during your exercise, okay? Then figure out the goal, your target. It will be a range from about 55% to 65%. Some people will do 55 to 70, 75. Some people 60 to 75. It just depends, all right? It just depends. Figure it out. There are formulas for that. I'm just here to give you the information, but I'm going to let you know. I'll give you the basics. All you have to do is Google it. But most importantly, we want you to talk with your primary health care provider. He can help you figure out your target heart rate. If your goal is to lose weight, he can help you figure out your target heart rate, period. Even if you don't want to lose weight, you know you need to stay within that range. Your target heart rate range, there's a range and you need to stay within it. So contact your doctor, primary health care provider, nurse practitioner, physician's assistant, your specialty doctor. When I say specialty doctor, there are so many different types of doctors that specialize in certain issues. A lot of people have specialty doctors, okay? Physical therapist, occupational therapist, nutritionist, dietitian, your fitness coach, your wellness coach, your wellness trainer, your fitness trainer, okay? It is a collaborative effort. It's a team effort. They form a circle around you. They are the atom and you are the nucleus. And whatever plan, regimen, routine you come up with, you need to be consistent with it. If it's just going to be, you're not going to have a resistance program, you're going to only have cardio, you need to be consistent, okay? Be consistent and be persistent about it. Strive for 5. That way, if you don't do 5 days a week, at least you'll do maybe 3, okay? 3 is the bare minimum. If you're just starting, maybe 2. Maybe 1 or 2, but I think 2. 3 would be the bare minimum. But hey, let's try to at least do 2, right? And if you find that it is too much, if what you are doing is too much, if the plan seems a little bit hard, modify. Most likely when they develop a plan for you, a routine, a regimen for you, a schedule for you, they will give you things that you can do just in case you need certain moves to be modified, okay? So nothing on this video is meant to be professional advice, just educational nuggets. Educational nuggets, things that work for me, things that work for people I train, people I know who train, and other people who just want to focus on their fitness. And YouTube doesn't give any licenses, right? So for people who have licenses, who have been trained professionally, medically, some clinically, we have to put out things like that. All of a sudden, disclaimers are like everywhere now in this particular area, but hey, because if a person knows that you're not a professional, why do you need a disclaimer? But anywho, look, do what works for you. Don't try to compete with your neighbor. Don't try to compete with your sibling. Don't try to compete with your parent. Your parent may be able to run a marathon and you can't. Even athletes have to train. Even athletes have to train. Make sure that you use proper form, because there's so much improper form going on around here. Make sure you use proper form, proper technique. Make sure that you are stretching before, during, and after your workout. Everyone may not need to stretch during, but if you feel a stiffness, just doesn't feel comfortable, stop in the middle of your workout. Do a few more stretches like you did before you started to work out. The same ones you'll do probably most likely after you're done working out. And it will be able to help you to continue your workout. Okay, it'll help you continue your workout. Stretch before, if needed, during, and after. But we definitely want to do before and after. If you don't do it during, you definitely want to do before and after. Definitely. Do it before and after. You're going to be sore when you do your resistance weight training. You're going to be sore. Okay? You're going to be sore. Most people tend to do 2 to 3 sets of 12. 2 to 3 sets of 12. Some people may not be able to do that. So lately, more often now, they may even go down to as many as 5 reps. But generally speaking, it's a good thing to be able to do 2 to 3 sets of 12 reps apiece. 12 reps each set. So if you do 3 sets and you do 12 reps, that's 36. You do 2, that's 24. And if you only do 1 set, that's 12, right? But remember, you know your body. You know how you feel. So if you do that one day and that's too much, or you do that on your first week or so, that's too much, stick with 1 to 2 sets. 1 to 2 sets. And then work your way up. The same way with your cardio. Work your way up. Work your way up. Hey, Shawanda. How you doing, Shawanda? Work your way up. Work your way up. And your stamina, your endurance, your strength will increase. Your stamina, your endurance, and your strength will increase. And the more muscle you build, guess what? The faster you'll burn those calories. The faster you'll burn those calories. So again, make sure you always talk with your primary care provider, your primary health care provider. I've named those people. They are the atom that circle around you. You are the nucleus. So they're trying to make sure that you do things the right way. I don't know any healthcare provider that doesn't want you to move. All right. But you are aware and they are aware of your limitations. Sometimes you have limitations. So you have to keep that in mind. I'm doing good today. How are you doing? I'm doing good today. It's raining. It feels good. It feels like fall. The past few days have felt like fall. So that's a good thing. I'm thinking we're going to have another heat wave, though. I'm thinking we're going to have another heat wave. but it feels so good. It's felt good. It's been cooler for about a week. For about a week, it's been cooler. Shawanda, it's like I'm starting to think about the holidays. If we're blessed to be here for the holidays, I'm thinking about making that extra money. even even when people don't do a lot of Christmas shopping, or if they don't celebrate the holidays, a lot of times it's a good time to, take advantage of getting extra hours at work and stuff like that. So I see quite a few different businesses, different companies. They're starting to hire. They're starting to put their signs up that they're hiring for the holidays. So that's good. Yes, that's good. Like I know, usually the postal service, I don't know about USPS, but I know UPS and FedEx, they do the holiday hiring. So a lot of times people get them a temporary job working with the delivery services to make a little extra money. So it's that time of year. And by the time Christmas, well, when Thanksgiving comes, when Christmas comes, it's still fall. Winter doesn't officially start until after Christmas. So we'll now he tooting his horn. Don't be tooting your horn at me. Now see, it's almost your birthday. Uh-oh, happy early birthday. Remind us when it comes. Is it this month, Shawanda, or is it a little bit later? Just imagine after this month, you got October, November, December. October, November, December. That music was so loud. Okay. Well, look, it's still almost, it'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. It'll definitely be here before you know it. Okay, so what, September, October, November, December, 3 months. So what was 3 months ago? August, July, June. See how fast it flies? I mean, it flies so fast. It flies by so fast. Girl, next thing you know, it'll be New Year's. And look, I was saying this last year. I always say this. Some people say Happy New Year. Some people say Happy New Year, and it's like March, and they're still saying Happy New Year. I guess technically that is still, it's the first quarter of the year. So I guess technically that is still New Year. But yeah, I've heard people say Happy New Year after March too. I've heard people say Happy New Year after March. But definitely, y'all look. I love this cactus is just growing. This cactus is really growing. I'm stepping all in the water, all in it. Look at that cactus. You'll be 41 in December. 41 years young. Look, 41 years young. And even if you say 41 years old, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Oh, that's the new part of the cactus right there. It's all purple looking. It's all purple. That's a big cactus. It's grown. Well, I don't walk past it every day, but that cactus has grown. Like I've been walking past that cactus almost every day for over a year. And I just realized today how much wider the cactus seems overall. And it's got a lot of healthy. What do you call cactus? What do you call are they cactus leaves? Well, whatever you call them, cactus. It's a cactus plant. So what do you call the? Do you say cactus leaves? Somebody tell me in the comments. I know one of y'all gonna laugh at me. Tell me in the comments, even if you have to tell me on the replay. What do you call the parts of the cactus? Cactus plant. It's a plant. So I'm gonna say cactus leaves. I'm gonna say cactus leaves. Don't y'all be laughing. Yes, 41 years young, 41 years old. Either way, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Sharonda, do you celebrate your birthday all month? You know some of us grown folks be doing it. Celebrating our birthday all month. But we don't want the kids to do it. Because if the kids do it, they might if the kids do it, they might run us broke. Sharonda, if you're still in here, where's that old loony? Where's that old loony? He stops through here every now and again. It's starting to sprinkle again. And it feels good too. A little rain ain't never hurt nobody. Don't go out there in the rainstorm though. Because people are always saying you catch a cold when you come in contact with the cold. Look, you go out there and your body temperature changes on you real quick. You can catch, I won't say that you will catch. You can catch a cold. You can't catch a cold. So yes, you all, I hope that you guys are moving. I hope that you have moved for 30 minutes today, at some point today. If you haven't done it already, I hope that you will. I hope that you're consistent and be persistent about doing it. Okay? A lot of times we don't feel like doing it, but look, what do? This is Thoughtful Thursday, right? If you think about it too hard, if you think about the things that you don't want to do, if you think about them too hard, you won't do them because you're spending all your time sitting there thinking about it. So just get up and do it. If you think about the things that you need to do too hard, you won't do them because you're sitting there wasting all of your time thinking about it when you just need to get on up and do it. Get on up and do it. Next thing you know, you're done. You've gotten it done. So just get up and get her done. This is a good walking weather. The breeze is light. It's not hitting against the speakerphone. The phone's speaker, rather. It's not hitting against the phone speaker. Because that's so annoying. That is annoying as heck. I was saying that yesterday. When the wind is blowing real hard, because I think yesterday it was blowing kind of hard. And then it starts to knock against the speaker. Nobody wants to hear all that noise. Nobody wants to hear all that noise. But sometimes you can't help it. It's nature. It's a part of nature. It's just like you can't always mute when the cars are coming by. But sometimes the cars are just extremely loud. Those cars, some of the cars, and those trains, oh my goodness. The trains don't play. The trains are so loud. They gotta let you know they're coming though. They've gotta let you know that they're coming. So whatever, if you happen to catch this replay, thank you for catching parts of the replay. Thank you for coming through. To those who came through and didn't drop in the chat, that's understandable. I truly do understand why people don't drop in the chats. They may come through and one or two of them, they may do like old Greg Master. Greg Master came through here twice this week. Say a little bit, then they go on. Because hanging around in the chat is not for everybody. But they'll leave a message. They'll leave a message on your replay, or they will Even send you an email. Even send you an email. They'll say I was walking with you, or I came through there, and I'm like, good, good. I ain't mad if you don't tarry, because God knows the smaller the chat, the better. I ain't broke and looking for a big chat. A big chat is a good thing, but a big chat can be a ooh thing too. My gosh. And when I say big, I mean newbies, people who don't really know you, how you roll, how you rock. So just wait on the OGs. Wait on the OGs. Wait on the OGs and wait on the new G's like Shawanda. Okay? They're like Shawanda. They come through and just hang out with you. Keep good vibes going. Keep it positive and keep everything kosher. Okay? They keep everything kosher. They don't expect too much and they don't expect too little. They're just here to support you. And that's a good thing. I appreciate you. Again, watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to take a phone call. I didn't know who it was. And I'm like, look, I don't have, look, don't be soliciting, okay? What do you want? What do you need? Let me know. I don't want no new nothing. I don't want no new nothing. Don't be calling me soliciting. No new nothing. No new solicitors. No, no new, no new enemies. No new friends. No new nothing. If you're not coming around and be your own boss, don't come over here. Don't come calling, bossing, trying to boss me. and she and she wasn't speaking up fast enough, so I knew she was trying to sell something. Always trying to sell something. People are always trying to sell something, but that's okay. That's okay. Depending on what it is, sometimes the product is good. Sometimes the product is good. But don't be calling me trying to sell me something. Don't be calling me trying to sell me a bunch of junk. Okay? A bunch of junk or a hill of beans. A bunch of junk or a hill of beans. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Hello. Hey. I'm down the street. Wait a minute. All right. Okay, guys, I'm back off of mute. Look, like I said, personalized, personal disclaimer. Do not attempt to do anything that I say or do. If you do so at your own risk. Okay? Y'all will probably hear that again, because when you got people that are just bumping into each other like that, for some reason they all decide to become mockingbirds. But anywho, do so at your own risk. Be careful with the things that you do. Be careful with the exercises that you take on. Be careful how you do them. Make sure you research. Research. Even if you want to start an exercise routine before talking to your doctor, if you feel like you're in good enough shape to do that, make sure you do your research. Make sure you practice proper form, okay? And make sure that you're not in competition with your family member, your neighbor, okay? Your church member, your classmate. Go at your own pace. Do what you can do, and make sure you do it the correct way. Because if you're gonna do it the incorrect way, then you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. If you're going to do something, try your best to do it right. Make sure that your intentions are to do it right. And I'm sure you'll say, well, of course I want to do it right. I'm doing it. Well, if your intentions are to truly do it right, just check on yourself and make sure that you are doing things right. Proper form, proper technique, stretching before and after, if necessary, during your workout. Drinking enough water. If you don't have any type of fluid restrictions, typically 8 to 10 glasses of water, depending on what you do in a day's time, depending on your occupation, is usually sufficient. 8 to 10 cups, 8 to 10 glasses, 8 to 10 8-ounce glasses apiece, they are usually sufficient. They're usually sufficient. But again, if you work outside, if you move around a lot, if you sweat a lot, when you know that you work out a good bit, it might be okay to have an extra cup. Or if you're drinking 6 to 7, 8, maybe 9 is good. But just make sure that you stay hydrated. And that's not just in the summertime. You definitely want to make sure that you're hydrated in the summer, but you want to make sure that you're hydrated always. You want to make sure that you're properly hydrated always. So, and you can also look it up and figure out how much water you're supposed to drink based on your weight. So that's why people say 6 to 8. But hey, for the average adult, it can be 8 to 10, barring any medical conditions that have you on restriction. So if you're not on restriction, then you should be good. You should be good. If you aren't on any type of fluid restrictions, you should be good. If you are, stick to what your doctor has ordered. Stick to what your doctor has ordered. And I know it has been really hot, and I have advised a couple of times that if he has ordered a limit to what you intake as far as your fluids, check with him before taking that extra cup, okay? Check with him before drinking that extra cup. Check with him before drinking that extra cup. You guys know what? I watched you hear the birds? Do you hear the birds? Listen to the birds. Listen to the birds. Okay? Listen to the birds. Check out my rain videos from today. It don't take all night or all day to do anything. Just enough time to relax. Okay? Release. Relate. Resolve. Refocus. Reset. And restart. But when you're listening to these relaxation videos, or these weather sounds, the weather ASMRs, the weather ASMR sounds, things like that. A lot of the times it just takes you to get into the mood, to just relax, to just let it play. Usually within that first minute, minute and a half, if sometimes it takes a lot too to just get in that space, that place where you're really, really letting the music hit you, letting the sounds hit you. But about a good minute or two, maybe. I said a minute and a half, maybe a minute or two. Hopefully it's gotten into your mind, okay? It's gotten into your core. It's gotten into your whole body, mind, and soul. And then another 2 minutes or so to just kind of get you relaxed and unwind. And around that fifth or sixth minute, you might find yourself falling asleep, okay? You might find yourself falling asleep because you got to think about it. If you're listening to those sounds and you feel like you have to have them, now some people do, to each his own. Sometimes it works different ways. But in my experience, if you have to have it while you're asleep, then are you truly in your REM sleep? Are you truly in your REM? If you got to let it play all night, are you truly in your REM? Because if you're in REM sleep, you're supposed to be into that good, deep sleep. And you don't really care about the sounds, A lot of times if you're in that good sleep, that REM sleep, you're knocked out. So if you still need it, sometimes people say they need the TV in the background. So it's very understandable that if you do need some type of sound, cool. Just don't have it too loud because you don't want to disrupt your REM sleep. So you just need something that just kind of get you to unwind, sometimes 5, sometimes 10 minutes. I say if you want to do it, some people, everybody's different. So whereas it may take 5 minutes for one person, the second person, it may take 10. It may take them a good 2 to kind of release and relax. Another 2 to just start trying to let the things from the day clear their minds as much as they can. Another 2 to continue to do that and just let the body to go ahead and fully relax. A little bit more so than when you first sat down or laid down. Another 2, you're probably on about 8 minutes now. You're starting to fall asleep. Next thing you know, you're getting up to get ready for the next day, or maybe getting up to go use the restroom, and you don't even remember when you fell asleep. And it didn't take all night. It didn't take all night to fall asleep. But some people need sounds when they're studying. So if you need sounds for when you're studying, or sometimes it just helps you to relax. Maybe you don't want to go to sleep. Then listen to it all night. Listen to it for hours if that's what you need. But don't feel like you have to have that. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you're listening to. And see what happens by the time a short video ends. A short set of sounds. See what happens by the time they end. And then you'll know. And sometimes we just want to hear it all night. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we want to hear it all night. I didn't put you on. I didn't put you on. I was just playing. I was playing. I'm leave you this time. That's for not walking with me yesterday. I should have did it. I should have. Yeah, I forgot to take that off earlier. I meant to take it off maybe about 20, 30 minutes ago. About 20 minutes ago, I meant to take it off. It was like 20 something, 20 something, about 27 minutes in. I meant to take it off and I forgot. You guys hear the birds? Listen to the birds. Listen, listen, listen. They sound so happy. You hear them? Do you hear those birds? Sometimes the sound of birds can be very relaxing, can be very soothing. ASMR sounds, and not just food, it's not just about food. Imagery, sometimes imagery. If you find that it's hard for you to relax and unwind, try different things. Try imagery. Try ASMR sounds. Try certain activities like coloring, drawing. Even if you can't draw, just trying to draw. You don't have to be able to draw. To just take a pen or pencil and a piece of paper and just start trying. You start to focus on trying to do something that you can't even do, right? It's not like you're trying to go out there and ride a motorcycle and you can't. At least it's a little bit easier than that, a little bit safer than that. But just focus on trying to do something that you can't do, such as drawing. Look, you'll focus on trying to get those facial features, knowing that you can't draw. But it's about the focus. It's about your mindset. Sit outside and listen to the birds. Listen to the birds. That doesn't do it for you. Listen to the cars as they pass by. As people drive by, listen to the sound of the cars, those tires rolling against the street. Just listen. Listen. Listen to those sounds. Okay? If that doesn't help you, listen to the sound of some type of white noise or some type of brown noise. Just listen. Take some deep breaths in. If you just sit there and say, okay, I'm going to listen, you're kind of tense. It might not work, or it might take a while to work. Focus on relaxing first. Focus on relaxing first. Focus on loosening up your shoulders, loosening up your arms. Just a little slight massage to your arms. Massage each arm. The left, then the right, one after the other. Give yourself, do a few shoulder rolls. 3 forward, 3 backward. Okay? Massage those quadriceps. Just keep the blood flow. Help to increase the blood flow. Push, massage, and squeeze on those quadriceps. Then those hamstrings. Then the hamstrings. At the ankle, turn, do circles. Imagine drawing circles with your big toe. Imagine drawing circles with your big toe. Both going to the left, then to the right. Or maybe you want to do opposite directions. Your left foot out, right foot out. Left foot in, right foot in. Like a line dance, right? Slowly bend those knees. Slowly bend the knees. But before we bend those knees, let's stay at the ankles. And you want to point and flex. Point means straighten it out like a ballerina. Then flex, pull that toe towards your head. Okay? And feel that stretch in your calf. Feel that stretch in your calf muscles. It'll help that Achilles tendon, help those calf muscles. It'll even help your plantar fascia of your feet, okay? Now, we do not medically, professionally, or clinically diagnose over here. We don't assess, diagnose, okay? We don't treat and we don't evaluate. We just drop nuggets, share information that helps us or information that we've witnessed help other people. And we share those nuggets with you so that you can go and research them, try them at your own risk, research them, then try them at your own risk. But at your next doctor's appointment, talk to your doctor about it. Talk to the nurse practitioner or talk to the physician's assistant. Okay? And make sure that you're staying up on your checkups. Okay? You can't tell other people to do something that you don't do. You can't tell people to do something that you don't do. I know. Nobody likes going to get a checkup. Remember when we were kids? Nobody liked going to get a checkup. You know, especially when you're kids, because you're thinking there's always going to be a needle somewhere. There's always going to be a needle somewhere. There's always going to be a needle somewhere waiting to stick you. But hey, it's like that for adults too. It's like that for adults too. Sometimes you get afraid that there's a needle. Go. Hopefully there won't be a need for a needle. If it is, God forbid, just take a few deep breaths in and relax. Because they just want to draw your blood to check your levels, your CMP usually, your BMP, your CMP, basic metabolic panel, complete metabolic panel, so that they can check all of those electrolytes and those minerals and all those things like that to see if they're in order, okay? To make sure that they're in the range of what's normal or what's considered normal for the labs in your area. It's starting to rain. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. It feels good. It feels good. Oh my gosh, my life is so much more peaceful. Just the thought of it, not wondering if this or if that. Again, thank you to the OGs, the old people that come through. When I say old, I mean my day ones from 4 or 5 years ago. Okay? And the true newbies, the true at heart newbies, the newbies who are true at heart, who lead their own way. Okay? Thank you. See, authentic growth is the best growth. Authentic growth is the best growth. I've never been a sub for sub. I've never been a one to ask or beg to be shared, because authentic growth is the best. Okay? Each person does it their own way. The funniest thing to me ever is someone getting upset with you for doing it your way. On your platform. Your way on your platform. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do things your way. Allow other people to do things their way, because they're going to anyway. Right? Right. It's just like when your friends are like, you say, why didn't you tell me whatever? And they're like, because you weren't gonna listen. You were going to do what you want to do anyway. They're pretty much right. And if you say the same to them, you're pretty much right. They're gonna do what they want to do anyway. They're gonna do what they want to do anyway. I don't know if you guys can see the raindrops, but I can feel them and I can see them, and they're so nice. They feel so good. They feel so good. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time? I was being nosy, y'all, having a conversation. So again, if you happen to catch this replay, give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you don't give it a thumbs up, guess what? I don't mind. I'm not gonna fuss at you and hop on that. There's so many other ways you can help me. Just looking at this video for a few seconds to a few minutes, catching the replay if you do, leaving a comment. If you don't want to leave a comment, fine. You still watched it for a few seconds and it all helps, okay? It all helps. Hold my doorbell, tap my doorbell, better known as that YouTube notification bell, so that you will be notified the next time I go live or upload a YouTube Shorts. Because I am a Shorts channel. I guess you can say a Shorts/live. I rarely upload videos, and when I do upload videos, it's usually food, animals, or weather. Food, animals, or weather. It could be anything, okay? It's just variety. And I try to make it as unique as possible. As unique as possible, but until you just can't. I try to make it as unique as possible. And it's really not hard to be unique or make it unique. We can all do the same thing, but we can do it our own way. At least some of us can. So we try to make it as unique as possible. And it doesn't mean it has to be something extraordinary. It's just different. It's just you. Be you. Be you. Check my about section. Hashtag be you. Okay? Be you. Don't let bothered people bother you, okay? Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. Don't puzzle your brain trying to figure out people who haven't figured themselves out. Don't puzzle your brain trying to figure out people who haven't figured themselves out. Heck, if they can't do it, you can't do it. If they can't do it, you can't do it. Don't find yourself in somebody's misery lounge, in their miserable spot, in their miserable place. Because misery loves company. And even when the host isn't miserable, they have joy. They find joy in making other people miserable. If you have something that seems like it's just a little bit too nice or a little bit too good, they find joy in trying to disrupt your ecosystem. Don't let anybody disrupt your ecosystem. Okay? It's hard enough to keep equilibrium in our systems as it is. So don't allow someone to come to your platform, your ecosystem, and be disruptive. Okay? Tell them to GYGAG, grab their grip and go. And if you find yourself in their miserable place, their miserable spot, their miserable location, their miserable lounge, GYGAG, grab your grip and go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out. Get out. Get out. Don't indulge. Don't indulge. And sometimes you'll indulge for a minute because we're all human, but not. You don't have to indulge on something that you just peck. People are so funny. You just peck. They're just pecking on here. Pecking. So don't you become a pecker. I'm telling you, we all can find ourselves about to be caught up in a pecking war. Just pecking. Pecking. Don't be on here pecking and spitting. Spitting, I can't stand. You automatically know when somebody's just spitting on their device. You know the sound. You guys ever be eating something and a little spit fly out of your mouth and you're not even like being forceful. You're just eating. So imagine all that yelling. Imagine all that yelling. Hi, Lauren. How are you? Imagine all that yelling. Yelling and getting your blood pressure up for no reason. Yelling and getting your blood pressure up for no reason. Probably for something or somebody or some place that's hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of miles away. Thousands of miles away. And instead of keeping your blood pressure in check, it's shooting sky high over something or somebody who's nothing to you. And you're nothing to them. But most importantly, they're nothing to you. So try your best to remain calm. It's easier said than done, believe me, I know, because my patients are very, very, very short. Not as short as they used to be, but there are times where they can become that short. So when you find your patients becoming short, when it comes to an application, sometimes it's best to just move to another platform or move to a different thing, find a different hobby, or just take a break. A break doesn't have to be long term. It could just be long enough to cool down. Remember when they said count to 10? Some people counting doesn't work. Once you counting, especially if you're one of those people who go from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 real quickly, counting is not a technique that works or helps a lot of people. Some people it does, but a lot of people it doesn't. So before you get your blood pressure up over somebody that you probably will never meet, it doesn't mean anything to you, you don't mean anything to them, don't even think about counting. Don't even think about anything. Just move. Now that being said, it's hard when bothered people bother you. Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let bothered people bother you. Because they'll try to flip it like you were bothering them. So don't let them do it, okay? Don't let stressed people stress you out. And you guys know I wish you all peace, positivity, and prosperity. Okay? Because without peace, what have we found that there is? Total witness to it. Chaos. Without positivity, negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity live, roam, dance together, breathe together, eat together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Okay? You fail to prosper to your fullest potential. You are the most important person to you. A lot of times people think that they're the most important person to you. But no, you are the most important person to you when it comes to any application. All right? So I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live in Lions Pride. Bye, y'all.